Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Trinity, aka Squid of Squid Crochets. Today I want to just be going over some market prep and all that good stuff. I have my first ever convention coming up. It's going to be the Freddie Beach Fan Fest and I'm super excited for that. I, however, did just recently hurt my wrist and it took until today for it to feel well enough for me to start crocheting again, but I got that compression glove on to hopefully help prevent any other injuries, because the market is literally this weekend and I still have a lot of stuff to prepare, and it was driving me crazy over the weekend because I was just like, I want to get back into crocheting, but I couldn't because I didn't want to do permanent damage. So what I'm gonna be doing to start off today is I have these cute little Luna and Artemis keychains that I free-handed, and I'm just going to have like 4 of these each at least for this convention, because I think that they are super adorable, and my sister, who is obsessed with Sailor Moon, absolutely loves them. So I really hope they'll also do well at the market. I might make more of them after I have made all the other items I want to. I just want to make sure I have at least a variety, because I want to do like some no face keychains, and I think there were some other keychains as well that I was planning to do. Yeah, like Dragon Ball keychains and a Kuropi keychain, and maybe some other Sanrio characters if I have time. I also want to get like an actual maybe Gigi or Totoro as well, because I have a lot of Pokemon, though I still need to do like a Squirtle and Bulbasaur ideally. So yeah, there's a lot I have to get done, and I'm not sure how much of it I will get done in time. However, I am fairly confident that should have a good stock. I have over $1,400 worth of items right now, and I think that's a pretty good amount. This isn't like a huge convention. My friend, his cousin is one of the organizers, and she said that last year they had like 1,700 people, which for people who go to like the big conventions, that's probably like nothing basically. I was watching a video the other day where they had over 20,000 people come at one day during their convention. That's not gonna happen here most likely. So I'm just really hoping that this market will go well. I would love to do more conventions in the future. I'm on the wait list for a few of the big ones around the maritime provinces of Canada. But yeah, just gotta get to it today, and hopefully we will have enough product and it will go super great. My friend's even coming down from PEI with his girlfriend for the weekend to hang out, and maybe I'll con them into watching my booth every once in a while so I can walk around, but we'll see. Alright, so I have just created my first little prototype of my no face keychain. I feel like he does look like no face, but it's kind of in that area where I'm not sure if others would look at this and see no face. I did send it to my little sister, who said it looks like no face, and a friend as well also said that it was pretty obviously cheapy no face. So I don't know if this is just maybe my brain being wacky. But either way, it is super adorable, and it's kind of like a flatter one. I was thinking it'd be cool to have him up there, and maybe some ones that are like sushi themed, you know? And he will look like he's a little sushi no face maybe. I think that's a really cute idea. But yeah, I'm gonna keep making more of him, and hopefully he will be noticeable for people at the con, and if not, then I'll probably mark him down and try to sell more that way. But fingers crossed, everyone will realize who it's supposed to be. So right now I am working on some Junimos. I've only really done like farmer markets in the past and like small little community markets, which have been really popular lately in Atlantic Canada. It's more so like a lot of small events rather than a few big ones. And my Junimos weren't really selling too well at them, which I thought was kind of shocking, because it seems like a lot of people around here aren't super familiar with Stardew. I was hoping that maybe more kids would be into it, or because I'm now living in a city, I'd find adults who are more into it, but for the longest time, they just did not sell that well. But at my most recent market, it was a Pride event, and I almost didn't bring any of my Junimos. I was thinking they're not gonna sell. People don't want these. But I actually sold out of them, which was really shocking. I had brought five, all the Junimos I had left, and basically those were like the first thing I sold out of at the Pride market, which makes sense. A lot of the people who play Stardew are generally part of the community, so it's crazy that I almost didn't bring them. Like I should have known. But the pattern I am working on, this is what the finished product looks like, and the creator is Coco Studio. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but this is a pay what you want pattern that's available on their Ko-fi. I will link it down in the description because it's very adorable. I'm hoping that they will also do really well at the convention. I'm going to make little Shane chickens and void chickens to go with them as well. Maybe a few golden chickens, as well as just my normal white and brown ones. So I'm going to be making at least 4 different colored Junimos. I already have a pink and a green one done, so now I'm just working on the blue one. And then after this, I'm going to do a purple one. I'm not sure how well they'll do at this convention. It would probably be best to have at least 2 of each color, perhaps, but I am not sure if I will have the time to do that. I was kind of unable to crochet for 3 days because I had a minor wrist injury. I have hypermobility, so my joints are basically mush, and I was using some yarn that, it was the chenille light, what is it? Chenille Home Light, whatever, from Michaels, and the black yarn has had a really bad texture to it lately, and I was literally like needing to full on force the yarn to like just go against itself, so crocheting was like basically impossible, because it was just applying a lot of pressure just to get a stitch done instead of nice easy stitches like this one is doing. And I think that's kind of what did it for my wrist, because it was just like a lot of pressure to be putting on joints that are basically made out of jelly. So I had to get a brace, just to help prevent it from moving, because you never realize how much your wrist moves until you're trying to rest it, and every movement is pain. And I was icing it. It's finally feeling better, but I did miss out on 3 days of prep right before a big convention. So I'm kind of bummed about that. I don't know if I'll be able to catch up with everything that I wanted to make, but maybe I will be able to. I have been making pretty good progress. I'm going to work on my Junimos today. I did 2 axolotls earlier. I'm going to make more of my mushroom fidget toys, which are just like those popping mushrooms that you see on places like Instagram and what have you. Those will hopefully also sell really well. I think I'm done with keychains for the time being, unless I magically get ahead of my prep plan, but for right now, I don't think that's gonna happen, especially because I'm trying to take it easy just so I don't like re-injure my wrist so soon, because it was really annoying not being able to do most of my normal activities while my wrist was out of commission, because normally I like to do games, but I have a mouse and keyboard, and that involves generally a lot of wrist movement. I'm not really a fan of using a controller. My fingers just like start to cramp when I'm holding a controller for too long, because like I got a gorilla grip. Like I just grab onto it and refuse to let go. It's like Herculean basically, which is really hard on my fingers, so I tend to avoid controllers just because they make my brain short circuit and try to destroy the controller. So yeah, I'm going to finish doing up my Junimos for today. It's Tuesday. My market is Saturday, but setup is Friday. So I still have roughly 4 days left to get a good dent in my prep plans, which are super ambitious. I'm gonna be honest, like right now I have $1,700 worth of items and I don't think I'm gonna sell all of that. It would be really nice if I could. My dream goal is to make at least $1,000 at this convention, but I think a more realistic goal is just trying to make $500. So hopefully I will get very lucky and get $1,000, because who wouldn't want that large sum of money over the smaller sum of money? But only time will tell, and yeah, that's it for now. I'll talk to you later. It is now Wednesday. I am still prepping for my next market, but I feel like I should probably end here and then have my next video just be like the actual market setup, just because I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to record anything on Thursday or Friday because that's gonna be like prep crunch time and setup time. So before I do that, I just want to show like some of the items that I will be bringing to my market, because I like it when other people show me what they made, and maybe you guys will agree. But this right here is Squirtle. I finally made one. Before I was just making Bulbasaur, Pikachu, and Charmander. The Squirtle is a pattern from Tasha's Crochet. It is a free video on YouTube, or you can get a written pattern from their Ko-fi. I also got my Junimos, which I showed you guys earlier. I have a pink one as well, but I don't see it to easily grab it. But these are from Make Coco Studio, available on their Ko-fi. I will be listing all of the patterns in the description below. That way, if you guys like them, you can find them and make them. So far, I got these 2-axolotl that I finished yesterday. These are a free pattern from YouTube. I forget the content creator, but I'll link to the video below. I also have, these are my own creation, these little Luffy straw hat keychains. I don't have a pattern for the straw hats. Those were free-handed by me. I'll probably be releasing them as a free pattern on my Instagram eventually though. And then here's my Artemis and Luna. These are also free-handed patterns by me. I'll be posting them on Instagram probably after the convention, just once things are a little less hectic and I have time to sit down and write them up. They're not that hard, it's just I really want to focus on market prep these days. This is my walking, or rather sitting mushroom from Dungeon Meshi. This is my own pattern. I'm not super satisfied with it, so I'll probably revamp it and eventually post it as either a video tutorial or on my Etsy. I'm not sure. Then I have this Sailor Moon doll, and I found her from a random website for the pattern. That'll also be linked below. I wanted to make more Sailor Scouts, but because of the little injury I had to my wrist, I didn't really have time to, because she's a little bit more intensive because of all the details and parts to her. Like sewing on all this hair was really fun and not at all time consuming. I also have my Bluey. Hopefully Bluey will sell here. If not, then Bluey is probably going to sell at my community markets, just because there are a lot of small children around, so the parents recognize Bluey. Whereas my more niche stuff, or rather stuff related to anime, doesn't move as well. I have my no face keychains. I've made several of these. He'll also probably be a free pattern eventually. Any keychain by me, I think I'll just post as a free pattern, because it's not like they're super labor intensive or anything like that. And I would feel bad charging for them because they are such a simple pattern. And then I have my tiny tortoise here. This is a free pattern. I have a video for it on YouTube, or if you prefer written directions, it's also posted on my Instagram for free. Gonna be selling some of these. I might also modify some, that way they have little bandanas, that way they can be a TMNT character, so like Leo, Mikey, Raph, Donnie, the whole shebang. I'm also going to be bringing Leggy Froggies. These are like generic and hopefully other people will find them cute. This is just my own pattern for them. You can just probably Google Leggy Froggy pattern and have like 10,000 come up. Everyone's got their own variation of them. Here is my Pikachu from Tasha's Crochet. To go with my Squirtle and Charmander. So here's Charmander. His tail was such a pain to sew on, but overall I think he looks very cute. He definitely matches with the aesthetic that Pikachu and Squirtle have in this pattern. I do have Bulbasaur in my own style. This one here, this is the one that I keep. I have to make another one for the market. And I think overall this doesn't clash too much with the Tash Studio starter Pokemon. Other stuff I have is like just popping mushrooms, sort of like the maple chickens, which everyone's familiar with. I have these in a bunch of different colors, and it's more so kind of like generic stuff I have left. Like I have Pokeballs. This one is I think it's Ghost Kitty Crochet is their name. It's a free pattern on Instagram. That'll also be in the link below. And I also have a Lotad in here as well for my final Pokemon. I don't think I'll be doing any other Pokemon aside from one Bulbasaur, just to have all of the Kanto starters. Oh, actually, I forgot. I have this Poliwag. This was actually a pattern test I did, and I think it turned out super adorable. This was a really fun pattern to do. It worked out really well. It was super simple. So I highly recommend it. I really enjoyed making this little guy, I gotta say. The thing I'm gonna show is my cinema roll. This is my own pattern. I want to make a few more of these and maybe some other Sanrio characters. This will eventually be a pattern I release. I don't know when, I don't know where, or if it'll be free or not. So yeah, that's basically most of the stuff I will be having at my market. I do have some other sort of like generic crochet items like Fungis or Mushroom Men, whatever you want to call them. Stuff like this, just so if there isn't anything that necessarily appeals to people, they can have something sort of generic. But yeah, this is basically all the big items I've got. I'll probably have some more, like some whales from All From Jade. I have my frog prints as well. I have a unicorn that's kind of like a My Little Pony looking body type unicorn. So hopefully I'll do well and most of this stuff will sell. Again, I'm not too sure, because I know they said 700 people attended last year, but the organizers are expecting less this year just because of some issues. So we will have to see on that, but hopefully it'll be really successful, and if not, then hopefully I'll at least have a fun time. My friends coming down to visit, so at least I'll be able to hang out with them. And we also have a little hot dog tropical night that we're going to be going to on Monday. So yeah, stuff to look forward to, and in my next video it'll probably be about the actual convention itself. So I'll probably be posting that maybe next week or the week after. I'm not sure yet if I want to post on a weekly or every second week sort of schedule, just because I don't super enjoy video editing. Just because it's like a bit of a skill issue right now. If I do it more, obviously I would get better at it and it wouldn't be such a pain, but for right now, I'm not sure how my schedule looks, so I'm not sure how easy it'll be to set aside time to do it. But until then, I hope you liked and enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed it enough, feel free to subscribe or leave a like or comment down below, and I really appreciate it that you were able to watch it this far. Thank you!